Riders, I'm back. I'm back. Here we go. Sorry, just doing the old daughter chit chat here. Look who we have at the front, folks. Someone is looking to stomp his authority all over these races. After doing that race, probably, I don't know, what did he get? Maybe 20 minutes? He's already gone again. Downhill start, if you look at the profile on the bottom. Let's make sure my big ugly face is not in the way. Looks like we're in a good spot here today. Sorry folks, just thinking about this stuff here. So yeah, they had a downhill start, grinding uphill, not overly steep, probably 4 to 6% range. Louise 73 is gone again. But check this out, Duke Norton. He's in our Discord. Oh, he got caught out on the wrong bike. Sorry about that, Duke. Yep, there was a little bit of a change. The Trek Madone's gone. Hey, Tice is here as well. Nelson Snyder. So, this could be interesting here, this one. So in this case, with this long downhill coming up, I think these heavier riders can pull him back. Let's see if Luis can pull the 1-2 back-to-back 2-time winner on a Tuesday event. Could be possible, folks. So yeah, Duke Norton, Tice, M4B, Nelson Snyder, and Choo Choo all together. Choo Choo. Tom Larige is back in. Hackman, Austin Squared. I've seen this dude before. Been a long time since I've seen him. Niels Burnham is back as well. Sorry, folks, I got some flies attacking me here. It's that time of year where the flies are like, we got to get back in the house because it's going to get cold here real quick. Yeah, if you've got like sometimes people have cabins here, cottages. They go to their cabin or cottage in a September, in a heat wave. They walk inside and it's like a horror movie inside. There's just like dead flies everywhere. Julian's back. Swiss Chris. Okay, King Kong's a new one to this race. He's got the vertical, so are the horizontal lines. Red. I gotta learn these flags. Joey G, 1967. I haven't seen this dude in so long. He's a really good rider. I don't think... He was one of the first people I rode with and I think added to a friend back on Roovy, like way, way back when. Joey, if you ever see this video... Dude, do you remember like how long ago we met? Like, I'm talking like the first year I was on Roovy, like around the same time that I met Jills and Roger. Looks like Joey G here is going real pretty chill. Maybe he was just doing a bit of coasting there. Hard to tell at this point. He's really strong. He actually is a very, very strong rider. Yeah, really good to see him again. Paris Sanchez, Spanish rider here. Yeah, just... Again, I'm not going to say it for every bike, but every time I bounce around, look how many purpley blue bikes you're going to see. It's all the people that have been caught out, like even this one. Level 7, Lec. Blue, white, red, whatever that means. France. Shim, red, white, blue. Sorry, folks. For some reason, I think that's hilarious right now. I just can't help it. I'm probably overtired. We got Jay here at Level 8 Rider, Stelvio Bound in the mix. So yeah, Stu was just saying there in the last live chat, hey, why are you here? Why are you watching this? Because you wanted to find some really cool racing? It's right here, folks. Inside Cycling World. My name's Colin. I do all the race commentary. Getting better and better at this. More and more people are jumping on board. If you like this stuff, if you like my style, if you think I just talk about stupid stuff, that's great too. Hit the like, subscribe. Oh yeah, do the notify thing too. I keep forgetting to say that. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my videos. That's only for like going live, really. Because people are like, oh, I missed your live stream. Hit the bell. Because it'll send you an email right away saying, hey, dude is going live. So let's get after that, folks. Sorry, I know I'm kind of like looking cockeyed at you here. Ratim, there's going to be a lot of the same riders here. Look at this dude right here. That's the kind of color I'm talking about right now. Roovy kit, starter kit. The Ruby bike, at this point, and I'm just using him as an example, has no idea, doesn't know any better at this point. Probably doesn't even know there's another bike to ride yet. We got Phil, actually, who was talking about it? I think it was Dave W. He says, I need some more tutorial starter videos. Perfect idea. And I think I mentioned it yesterday, so you go back to it. Coming up, there's going to be the Ruby University, or the University of Ruby, with your head professor, maybe the dean, Colin. I'll be just yammering on about Ruby features. You know what? I wonder if it's happened. Let's get right back to the front, folks. So Luis 73 is just holding on to a lead of 160 meters over 4 hitters, coming hard. Duke Norton from the potato state of Idaho. You Europeans are like, the potato state? What does that mean? That's like their thing there. Idaho is known for growing lots of potatoes. I live in Alberta, so I'm just kind of up and over from Idaho. I've been to Idaho a ton of times. And if you're from another part of the world, or maybe you're an American who's never ventured up to the Great White North, yeah, YouTube that. Listen to the beauty of that song. Great White North. Idaho, so if you're an American and you've never been up here, if you're in Idaho, it's like you're in British Columbia. Same place. It's all the same. I think some of the valley systems that come down from BC into Idaho, so BC spans like Washington State and Idaho. They have the same name on the other side. So they're the same mountain ranges. Like, does the Okanagan extend into Idaho or Washington? I can't remember anyways, but like if you're living in Duke, wherever you live, I'm sure if you're from Idaho, you've been up to Canada, but if you ever wonder like, what's it like up there? It's the same. It's just the same. We just pay more taxes. Same people, drive the same cars, talk very similar. There's no accent difference between us Canadians here and the people living in the northern states. So for me, I'm in Alberta, Montana's straight below us. If you met someone from Montana, you'd be like, are you sure you're not from Alberta? Like, same place. It's farming, it's cattle country, it's oil country. We all have the same industries and the same interests. Anyway, folks, that's your piece of information that you really didn't need, but you got it. So let's see if anyone followed me into the chat. Yes, they did. Kyle, good luck to everyone on this ride. I just don't know how you can all put in these 4 watt per kilo for never $2. I know, complete powers. Totally, Kyle. Like, you know what? It's crazy. Like, just I'm leaning off camera here. I better get a bit closer. Let's see what I can do here. Fireside chats with Colin. Sometimes I think I'm a good cyclist, and then I ride with these kinds of people, and I look pathetic. Actually, I can see here that my mic is now in the way. It glows red. Sorry, folks. I got to move some stuff around. My chair is getting caught up on my table. Is this the new stream? Yep, Penelope, you are now in the brand new stream. Here we go, folks. Ruben saying, did Joey join the chat? She didn't today. She did not join today. Maybe she will. Yeah, new chat. And Ruben saying yes, chat too. Yes, Penelope. Thanks. Andy, are you in? Let's see where Andy is. So Andy did the first race, and he did say that he was going to not make the start. So let's see if here he is. Andy's in. Riding good still. That first climb didn't hurt him enough. He needs some more. Just a glutton for punishment. Let's work our way up. Hopefully when we get back to the front, those hitters will have caught Luis. We can't let him win 2 times in one day. We got VOG 1981. Safari. Let's see where all these people are from. Ivan 02 from Nowhere Land here. Avatar. Look at these two, the users. So I was trying to figure like maybe user is your like account name. Hey, this guy's smart, riding with Mick here. Maybe user is what they just give you when you've got like a trial account and you just said, yeah, I don't care about changing it now. I'm just doing a trial. That's what I'm thinking now. So could be brand new people doing a trial. Hopefully they use the code, maybe through me. Don't forget, folks, there's a code. If you've got buddies, other dudes who want to ride, Colin, 1M, That'll get you a free 1-month trial so you can really dig in deep and try everything. Sometimes I find the week trials, if life gets in the way, you got some bad work days, you may not get to use it enough, and you're like, I couldn't care anymore. I'm going to go back to my old platform. So the 1 month really helps. Look at Mick here. He just decides to smash 10 watts per kilo up this hill. Are you kidding me? I guess he just wanted to keep his momentum up there, and he is flying up this hill right now. Look at this. Absolute insanity. This is what you miss if you don't catch the videos, folks. Mick is just rocketing through the field at this point. He is on a mission. I guess he's chasing some people down, folks. Old Feckenheim ahead. We saw him in the last race. Piotrovich. Not sure if I'm saying that right at all. Don't think this rider was in the last race either. Max Tex. Okay, I thought I was going to see a U.S. flag. No, it's an Italian flag. Godlike Bike. Level 2. So here's another, brave soul to jump into these races. Schmitty's back. Peter 23. Giron, another level 2. So again, all these new riders coming to. I'd love to know the growth. I would really love to know what the growth is. I need the inside info, folks. Tomorrow, I think I've said before, we're going to talk with Katerina. A bunch of us got to talk to her, kind of like the old website, the new website. What do we want to see? And we're going to bounce up. Yeah, so here's Joe E.G. again. Yeah, it's just so awesome to see this dude. Like probably one of the very first people I knew on Ruby. Might be one of the first 2 or 3 people I ever friended. Some people I sent friend requests, never heard from them. They just never knew how to accept them. Really cool. Okay, folks. Let's take a look. What happened here? What happened here, folks? Why do I see a group of 5 together and not just one solo breakaway artist? Because they caught him. Now, does Luis have enough to go again? Because now is the time for him to go again. It looks like he's trying to do it. He's like, okay, I got you, boys. Let's do this all again. Rinse and repeat. Here we go, folks. Luis is lighting it up again. 6.5 watts per kilo up this 5% gradient. Duke Norton is the one that's doing the majority of the chasing again. When I first jumped on, because I think I jumped on a couple of minutes late, Duke was doing the chasing then. But take a look at this already. I haven't loaded the map yet. Give me 1 second here. There's already a gap. Luis 73 is on absolute fire today. And has a 30-meter gap already over Duke. Duke just grinding out a monstrous gear. Probably hating the bike that he's on right now. So don't forget, Duke, Idaho, right below me. Kind of over the west a little bit. Not sure where he is. Idaho's a really cool place. Gigantic lava flows at the surface. I did a lot of field school stuff down there when I was in university. I am a geologist. Or I was a geologist. Now I'm a semi-pro commentator, maybe? Can we say that? Let's just say that. Let's just leave it there. Let's just park that and move away. We'll compartmentalize that. Go over here and we'll proceed. Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of really cool lava flow stuff. Down by Pocatello is the place where it's called. And they have lava tubes. You can actually go in them. They're 15 feet high. You go in them, and when you get really far in there, it's like the darkest place on the planet. So, of course, we go in there and we turn our lights off. And the person that didn't have a headlight would start panicking. Yeah, we were kids. So, yeah, Luis 73 just dropping the hammer on these riders. This guy is absolutely on fire. 100-meter gap, we got 4 absolute hitters chasing. And Luis is kind of walking away. Riding this 6 watt per kilo pace. Luis would be, super lightweight climber. Very pesky as well. So he's in that category. Looks like he's just over 50 kilograms. Extremely lean. So we got these 5. 4 chasing the 1. Bouncing back. Chorus is with Austin Squared and Tom Larigier here. Looking sharp. Let's take a look at the map. So Luis 73 is this little purple bubble here in the top left-hand corner. I'm trying to circle it before we leave sight. And then we got our chase group. They're under where it says nearby. You can just see them floating along here. The map's going to rotate back maybe and give us a better view. Yeah, it's coming back now, folks. So there's the chase group. Luis is that purple bubble. And then bouncing back to Tom, Austin. Was it Austin Squared? Yep, it is. Austin Squared and Chorus is there as well. Yeah, we got a nice group here. Niels Brenham back to Chorus. So after this, what I'll probably do, probably have a little chill out. I got to eat some food. I am starving. I think that ride this morning burned off all the calories I've eaten today already. And feed dogs, do chores outside. What else? Probably touch up my YouTube stuff because, like I said, when I just pump these out, I got to touch them up. And then that Nidier race tonight. It's going off. Hey, there's that choo-choo. Biker AP, he's back in the mix as well. It's, yeah, like, I mean, I'm trying not to miss people here. Like Don Mateo was in the last one. Never even saw him. And that's just the way I'm bouncing around, watching people. Look at this effort. So Luis has dialed it back a little bit. He knows he's got a gap now. So he's just trying to hold that now. If he can hold the 250 meters here, he's got a huge downhill, and he'll be a kilometer ahead of them. Well, maybe not. It's not that steep. Probably 500-600 meters, and they'll still be climbing. What we can do is do our little find something on the side of the road and figure out what the real gap will be at that point. How far are they really behind? Can we do that? Yeah, actually, we'll do it a bit later at one of these bumps over here. We'll know what the real gap is. So there are 1, 2 kind of kicks and a kind of a smaller one where something might go off there too, but I'm honestly thinking that Luis is gone again. Check the chat, see if anyone wants to have any input on that. Oh, Kyle's taking care of his sister's dog. She's on a Vancouver cruise to LA and San Francisco. Then Hawaii. Wow. That's insane. That's a huge cruise. So she's going to start in Vancouver, Canada. That's in British Columbia. Very, very west coast of Canada. My mom lives in Victoria. That's on the big island that's out there, Vancouver Island. Cruise south down to LA. Well, you'd hit San Fran first, and then LA, then all the way to Hawaii. Okay. Oh, so maybe she's doing it because it says then Hawaii, New York. So maybe she's flying after that or something. I don't know all the details. Hopefully if Muckers gets bigger, then Niels and I will do a Muckers North American trip. Oh, that would be awesome. We could have a Muckers GRC meetup. Speaking of which, Navi Styles came across and met up with Jills, Jeff LeBombard. I think Jills went home back to Quebec, Montreal. And but then Chad Ritchie showed up and got into the mix. So I'm sure there's some banjo playing going on, a lot of pints. Yeah, I think Navi was stocking up. I think he's on vacay. He's doing anything he feels like, including drinking a lot of beer. Why not? Bouncing out of this. Let's get back. So Luis still has that gap. So he's over the top now. Okay, so there's like a fork in the road. He hangs to the right. 300 meter gap at this. Yeah, right at 300 meters, we'll say. How can I do this? So the gap's going to grow like crazy now because he's going to go downhill. Yes, generally once I do, like, they come up with another uphill is when I start doing these little games. Let's see. And the four are holding strong. Definitely holding strong still. So he's going to start gaining a huge gap. So currently, yeah, we're out to about a 400 meter gap. So he didn't gain as much as I thought because it's relatively flat across the top. So like say right about here, we're 410 meters back. Can they pull that back on the downhill again? But it's probably possible. It's possible. This could get insane, folks. Can they pull him back? Like if these four were communicating, it's like, let's go, boys. Let's go. We know Luis can climb, but he's not going to have a speed advantage over us on the downhills. We've also got drafting. We got the group working together. So Luis here is just about threw my mouse onto my keyboard here, traveling around 53, 54K an hour. The group behind is just getting up to speed. Let's do a speed trap test. So I'm going to try to watch Luis here and find a good marker on the road and then jump back and see if I can see what those guys are doing. To see who's really traveling faster. Well, you know what? I just saw that car on that corner. Well, I didn't really keep track. So after that car, Luis is doing about 50. So what we're going to do, we're just going to hang out here with Duke Norton. When we see that bend to the right and we see that white little SUV, whatever it was, it's going to be coming up real soon. I think we turn to the left and then we're going to see the corner and that car. We'll see their speed. And we're just going to, it's going to be around this corner coming up here. Take a look at this corner, this right corner. As they go around the corner, there'll be a white SUV coming past them. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. And right around here, okay, they're just going a little bit faster, not that much. So Luis is getting away right now. He is getting away, folks. I mean, I'll do another speed trap. Everyone like this idea? Honestly, these are the kind of things I do when I ride. If I can see what other people are doing, I'm constantly playing little math games in my head. I'm constantly figuring out how long it's going to take me to do these kilometers at this pace. Okay, if I tweak it just a little bit, how much time can I save? Can I pull that dude back? Okay, so we're out to 500 meter gap now. Now there is a flat section coming up where they should gobble some of that distance back, but then it goes down again. Have a look here, 5:44 ahead, blue sign. He's doing 62k an hour. And actually that was the sign for Arganil. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Nelson, 62k an hour at that blue sign. I have to drink something here, folks. Let's see what these riders are going to do. They're traveling quite fast right now. Moving along. So we're looking for that blue sign coming up. Oh, it's right here. We're doing about the same speed. So maybe they can't pull him back. It's got to be something too. Like, I mean, Luis is pushing hard all the way. There's people in that group that are riding 3.5, just sub 4. Luis is trying to stay strong at close to 5 watts per kilo. Insane riding here, folks. I thought the bigger riders would have pulled him back. I don't think they can now. I mean, anything's possible, but look at him. 5.3 watts per kilo. Wow. Let me take a look at these numbers again here. Maybe he's closer to 60 kilogram rider. I may have got those numbers wrong earlier. Yeah, he's probably closer to 6. High 50s. Yeah, so he's not as pesky as I thought. Still pesky. Any climber's pesky. Yeah, so the gap's coming down a little bit right now. Duke pushing hard. So Duke is relatively new to the Team GRC Discord. But yeah, we've had some really good chats. Actually, it was Duke that was talking to me about... was it Duke? Yeah, it was Duke. He's got a different name on there. Donuts of TJ or something like that. Like, folks, you should see the amount of names I have in my head. Names here. Ruby names. Your real life name. Your Facebook name. Your YouTube name. If you don't use the same name, I'm like going, yeah, I think this is that dude, but I'm not sure. Strava names. Like, it's just like insanity. Yeah, so Duke was saying what we need is a nice long ride on Saturday. So I'm kind of working on something there, and I agree with him. Nice long ride. You ride it as a big group, massive drafting, and we all just get through it. So Saturdays, Sunday, that's where you leave yourself for your FTP obliteration test. Team GRC Sunday Show Race. The bigger climbs and the challenges, that's for the muckers. Saturdays, Friday night, super chill. Super chill. You know when you get into a Countach? It's Countach. You're just laying right down. You don't even care. You're not even working. Saturdays, longer ride. I'd love to, I'd love to be doing like 100K every Saturday as a huge group with massive drafting. Let's bounce back a bit and see what's going on back here. We've got Chorus with Austin Squared. Yeah, these three are sticking together all the way. There's a couple more. There's Choo Choo again. Niels Brenham, Austin Squared, Tom Larigier, and Chorus. That could be a nice little sprint at the finish. Backing up. Biker AP. Biker AP. Ooh, he is totally sold. He's a kilometer behind the 5 in front, but a kilometer ahead of Hackman. Wow, that's a weird gap. Well, he must have put in a good attack on the hill, got away, got over the top. As those guys are trying to get up, he's just stretched it all out. Look at this guy. Level 8, J, GT, G2404, level 8 rider. Probably has the prize today for the coveted Inside Cycling World. Lowest level rider award. Who's that one guy? Arno Schuten. He's usually at the Thursday races. And for the longest time, he won it every week. He's getting too good now. So he keeps leveling up. Which is funny, too, when I say that, because I'm going to bounce to the front here, folks, because something might happen here. There might be some attacks. I think Luis has got it. Kylstein, have you heard they are testing braking Murphy? Yes, I have, Kyle. I saw that. So I'm not sure how much that's going to change things. Do we have to brake? He said if they add braking on the corners, they must increase the max speed. Well, I heard they were talking about that. And someone was saying, I think it might have been in the beta testing, that on some of the longer downhills, like on some of the Canadian courses, they were hitting like 100, 110k an hour. So I think that's already in place. I used to be part of the beta test group, but I never really did anything with it because I was like, sure, I will be. But at the same time, I was making videos for this, and then I just never did nothing with it. So don't really know a lot what's going on, but I think it's kind of cool. I don't know how you do the braking. Like, what do? Use your mouse? Like, do you pick your mouse up and kind of wave it in the air? And I don't know. Back to this. Okay, folks. Seen a bit of a change in the gap here. He will get away now. Yeah, he's going to start pulling away again because these guys are still finishing up the climb. Just getting over the summit of the climb. 370 meters back. I mean, there's probably a remote chance they can reel him back, but he is just on a mission today. Just on a mission. 4 watts a kilo still, going downhill. Yeah, so right there, that shows you good. He's 4.1 watts a kilo, 223 watts. He's like a 57, 58. So he's the size of like the very lightest World Tour riders, right in that range. It's possible, very possible. I believe it. So now he's going to dig deep again, 6 watts a kilo to make sure these guys can't catch him. So we'll be going to a 4-up sprint. Morton, Duke, and Nelson. I think Tice, here's my guess. I think the 3 are going to move away. Tice might just slowly fall at the back because I saw that in the last one. It all depends how tired these riders are at this point. They've all raced once. Was Duke in the last one? He was in the last one, wasn't he? Maybe he wasn't. And it's only been, 20 minutes since I watched that race. So many different names. So Luis going off. Tice is actually pushing quite hard right now. Trying to do anything they can to bring him back. They're down to 200 meters, but at this point, Luis is gone. He's the shadow. He escaped. Out of sight, out of mind, right? Out of sight, out of mind. When you don't know where your competitor is, it's just like, what do I do? Like, I can't even see him. Tice going really hard here. Really cranking up this climb. Maybe trying to redeem himself for falling out of the group from the last round because he was with these riders. He was with Nelson. He was with Breers, Carol Susick. They were all together, and Tice just slowly fell out. So looks like this course was more to his liking. So let's just watch Luis hit the finish line here. It's right here, folks. This is it. Oh, I remember this one. I kind of feel like I might have done this. Yeah, I've done this race video before. I think this is the one where, was it Simon JP passed a bunch of people on the uphill and then broke down on the downhill? I think it was. Tice coming in second, great job. Redeems himself in the last race where he kind of lost contact with the front group. Duke Norton coming in next, holding off Nelson Snyder, and then M4B comes in. Who's coming next? Yeah, okay, here's M4B. So M4B actually just fell off that group. Yeah, so it was a really good climb. And Simon JP's, I've watched his setup a lot. He loses connection quite a bit. Actually, I think he's in this race too. And he passed two riders up the final part of the hill. I can't believe I don't remember that. Okay, maybe I'm just making this up in my head, but pause. Just that finishing chute looks so similar to me. Here's our two users. Yeah, the finish chute looks exactly the same, but this part doesn't. Okay, so I probably would have done these videos very beginning of September, so I could be totally mistaken. Gonna jump back to the chat, see if anyone's going to say anything. Okay, so Kyle's out of here now. He's off. Great corner. Yeah, thanks, Kyle. And yeah, we'll see you on Thursday for sure. Penelope says, remember we were talking about braking and steering when Neil was in the chat? I went to look at what it means. Like, if you don't brake or steer, do you crash? It's not that dramatic. I don't know, Penelope. Like, I just saw a couple of things. I think there's been an official announcement about it. All I could find about steering was Zwift allows you to move within the lines on the road. It can help you stop someone drafting off you. Yeah, so Zwift does have steering. I've been doing some research in the background. I don't just, when I'm done my videos and when I'm done my riding, I just don't play video games. I do a lot of research. So Zwift has steering. My Whoosh has steering, apparently. I actually, you know what? I take a look at my Whoosh. I wanted to see, they have a season's pass. Ooh, it is juicy. I love it. I just wanted to see what it's all about because I've been talking about a season's pass. It's very much from video games. So when I look at my Whoosh, it's on my machine right now. I wanted to see what it looked like. It's like they have their coders went and played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 for a month or so, and they took those ideas and dropped it into my Whoosh. Really cool to see it. And actually, even in the garage, the tabs that I see in there, the way they're laid out, totally out of Forza. That's a car racing game. It looks so similar to me. Not on YouTube. Maybe you should have looked at Google. Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about it. It's been posted on the Facebook group and probably in the technical discussions too. Like, it's coming. So I don't know what it's going to do. Like, again, so how do you brake? Hit your space bar as you're riding? I don't know. So it's probably going to be really good for like, it's going to make you, since you're going to have to scrub up so much speed, it's going to make coming out of the corners really important. So like, you're going to have to like hit the power hard to get out of the corners. So it's not just going to be coasting through the corners at 72k an hour. Yeah, missed a few people here. We got Biker AP coming down. Look at this guy. Yeah, perfect. I'd be doing this right here. Just coasting. Grosjean's still over 500 meters back. This dude can just coast all the way. I do the exact same thing. Just a little bit of effort. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so this looks similar to the last one. I still want to say it is. Just the way it kind of goes at the very end here. I guess it's a road. They all kind of look the same. Maybe not. I'll go back and see if I have the Arganil route later today. Grosjean coming in next. We got King Kong just coming over the final little bump with Julian in pursuit. Yeah, so instead of flying through all the corners at 72k an hour, the steep ones, you're going to have to brake into the corner to whatever the safe speed is. Like, what if you don't brake? What happens? Does it auto brake you? Do you end up laying in a pile of whatever on the side of the road? But it means you're going to have to accelerate out of every corner. So on some of those switchback ones, it's going to be coast, 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 brake, jump. Coast, 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 coast. Brake, jump. It could be very demanding on some of these descents now. So if you've got a good, quick jump, you might be able to get away from people. Because generally when you're rocking downhill, you can't get away from each other. You're all doing max 72k an hour. And like I said before, I think Kyle mentioned it, I read in that thing too that top speeds are going to be increased. So if you can jump away, yeah, top speed, you accelerate away from the person, you're gone. Hackman coming in next. Jay G2 404 trailing. Swiss Chris coming next. Wow, we got a full day of Ruby here, folks. Full day of Ruby. I can't help finding the idea of a rider getting a corner wrong and careering off the track funny. Yeah, me too. Yeah, like they'd be smashed all over the side of the road. Oops, stuck in the chute. Wow, it's 10-2 already, folks. Look at this group here. Muckers Central right here, folks. We got Ratim, we got Mick, we got the Shark of the Alps. Not too far back, we've got Stelvio bound. I thought Stelvio used to ride in a Muckers jersey. Am I wrong about that? Mick at the front here with Ratim. Daniele Soligin, Velo Soligin. That's a hard one to say, dude. Joey still doing his thing. Actually putting down some nice power here. Then we got, look at this. This is like the low-level rider trio. Lek J, 7, level 7. Godlike Bike, level 2. Like, I'm surprised this guy hasn't leveled up on this ride. And Jeroen, whatever this is, MKNS, level 3. Who do we got coming in next? Oh, it is this group. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, folks, is hang with these guys and then jump off again. Yeah, they're 300 meters to go. Is anyone going to light it up here, folks? I think this looks pretty friendly to me. Let's just easy, cheesy roll across the finish line. Maybe just push it up a little bit. Anyone going for it? Yeah, the Shark is. Yeah, there's blood in the water. The Shark's going for it now. Oh, Mick just drops 13 watts a kilo and says, nah, we're not doing that. And Danielle has got 12 watts a kilo. It is so hilarious watching those finishes because it looks all friendly. And then one guy nudges, half wheels the other guy, you know, just nudges ahead a little bit, puts a half wheel over his, and it's 3.5, 4, 12. That's how it happens every time. Anyway, folks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump out of this, go do my chores, and I'll try to catch you later. Just reading this. Neil says, thanks for the surprise coverage of both races. Yep, no problem, Neil. That's what I'm here for. Ruben saying, you won't have to break yourself. And Penelope's asking, what does it mean then? Okay, so yeah, it'll probably just auto break you. I agree with this. Yeah, like what Ruben's saying here. It's going to break you down from like, say, 72k an hour down to like 40, 35 to take that bend. And then you're going to have to jump back on the pedals and repower it back up. So like Ruben's saying here, power till after the corner. Yeah, so you're not going to be able to just coast all the way to the finish. If you're not good at jumping out of the corner or repeated accelerations, there'll be people that you're descending with that will be able to drop you. That's how I'm hearing it. That's how my brain thinks about it. Anyway, folks, I'm going to jump, go outside. I'm going to take my pajama top off because I don't wear this outside. It's nice and warm though. And do my chores, and I will be back on later tonight for my Euro buddies, my Euro friends, my Euro dudes. There'll be a video waiting for you in the morning. Wednesday. Talking to Katerina in the morning, and then going out for lunch. Lek J finishing up here. Okay, folks, that's where it gets shut down today. We'll catch y'all again real soon. Thanks for watching. See you, Ruben.